Hello, Commander.
Hey, let's go. All right. Hang on. Tab. There we go. All right, cool. The Unjust Ghost. Ironic. What are friends besides stepping stool or stepping stones? Um, yeah, we've got people. We've got players. I'll read their names once we get in there, but yeah, shout outs to having friends, man. That feels good, man. It feels, that's, like the whole point of video games is to find friends, and like that's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Anyways, so we have Revenant, we've got Shadow Briggs, we've got Dawn Boss, we've got Chrome Trigger, we've got Ghetto, we've got James, Drowsy, Jet, Marbles, and Mackie House or Mackie Boost, excuse me. So Unjust Ghost here. Servers touch. Drazi goes in. Chrome falls over. They don't touch power. Dawn Boss is going to be kind of hanging out. It looks like we got 3 attackers stacking up here in Toxic. Revenant with the mop is obviously going to be in a really good position to try and stop these guys. But do they have a flash? They do not have a flash. But I think he just... Did they just wallbang him like blind? Ghetto just got completely donked by James. That Molotov was clean as hell, but... there's only one man left, and that's Shadow Brig. Mop is down on the ground, obviously, so they're going to have to be extremely careful about that. Marbles, yep, they knew exactly where he was, and now it's all about the defuse. That Molotov was sick, nasty, sweet in terms of just kind of... he must have thrown it and then immediately, like, died, so that was clean as shit. Anyways, the attackers, we missed one round of the attackers, so I do apologize for that, but... yeah, welcome to 10 Mans on Due Process. This is just a general... I believe this is just a standard match, so nothing is at stake, nothing of value. It's just a bunch of really good players playing and having fun. So that's why we're going to see a little bit more kind of relaxed and more meme kind of styles, which is always great. It's not a bad thing at all, but obviously you just kind of got to be, it's one of those you pull out your notebook and go, okay, so that is something I can do. I can't take a mop onto silos and then be called a gamer. Kill House with a breezeway. This is going to be an interesting little option here, as obviously with the way that this is set up. Ooh, actually, hang on. Are they talking about potentially pushing office? Nope. They're going to go standard massive union. So you're going to have one guy kind of keeping an eye here. There's the Molotovs. One guy keeping an eye here. And that's just to kind of prevent anyone that is in office from trying to push their way into... the lockers, and then it's just a matter of flashing where you need to, getting grenades where you need to, and then making sure that you clean and clear where and when you need to. Anyways, great little map here. Very cool and very pog. That's an interesting choice. Again, we're seeing we're seeing strats here you wouldn't normally see, but sometimes it could be poggers. You never know. You don't know until you've done it, right? Good smoke call out. That's always important. Let's see what our attackers are prepping up here. Do. Hey, you boys in the lobby. Oh, they got the mop. Okay, so they are going to be taking the mop with them. Not too surprising, but always an interesting thing. On the attacking side. Auto Shotty is going to be on the call, but nothing too wild and crazy. Hey, RM Sherman 31, thanks for the follow, homie. Welcome to the Moonbow Crew. And that's all we really got for our team, or our defensive side team. What else is going on here in the rival side? KRU. Auto Shotty was picked up by Revenant, so they are going to be holding this little area for the eastern side of Kill House on Massive Union, or because of the breezeway is really important. Obviously, the middle is important, but you can kind of have a guy that kind of keeps tabs like right here, so you don't, I mean, it's important, but like you'll be able to kind of cover. But they are going to just do a 5-man stack. Oh, that smoke was sex. Holy cow, that was good. Anyways, Saber taking some shots. No one gets hits. Jet is just going to start hauling ass in. And no, he's going to just kind of keep tabs. Dawn Boss might see him. Yeah, they're going to start trading. So nothing too wild and crazy here. But Dawn Boss is peeking him with it. KRU can obviously win on that. Mop gonna go to the other side of the room here. So here we go. Black Tar finds and murders Revenant. Jesus, your auto shotty means nothing to me, son. And just like that, I swear it's a curse. Anyone who picks up the auto shotty will die immediately or get one shot and die. Ooh, great wall bang. James destroys Ghetto. Auto shotty comes in and then clears, literally completely clears the oh god. Oh god, they've gotten savage. Run, Marbles, run. Quick, throw the Molotov. Oh, they're still playing against each other. He did get him, but what they almost lost the round. They almost lost the round there with that Molotov. But yeah, no, seriously. Who was that? That was Drazi, right? Yeah, Drazi came in, found Revenant. Revenant just was completely destroyed by, I think it was a flashbang. Picked it up, wall charge came in, and then dead. Bomb was easy pickings at that point. I mean, that's the kind of thing, like, you're looking at and you're going, like, man, is the auto shotty, like, the auto shotty is such a double-edged sword for both teams, because on paper, it is very powerful. The problem is, to get it to work, you have to be extremely proficient with it. And to be extremely proficient with it, you need to have a lot of time with it. But the problem is, it's a power weapon. And the problem is, in the right hands, it can do a lot of damage to the wrong people. You know, in this case, Drizzy got the auto shotty and just started clicking on people, man. I mean, that was great. Wall charge was clean. I mean, those attackers knew exactly what they were doing and going into that. But the teams have switched. We do have... look at all the bodies. Jesus. It's kind of wild. Anyways. We are now on Deadliest Arrow, Wildest Catch. There we go. And... frankly... I mean, they can be mindful of... You know, they can be mindful of jungle, because it's going to be important. But... like... You know, I think the best... Oh, double green door XD, what I mean. Double green door XD, what I mean. They're talking about, yeah, it's an easy rotate. Okay. There we go. Yeah, see, attackers are talking about it. You get like you open both these doors, you could easily have line of sight to mop this area and get some crazy rat damage on it. Now, on top of that, because this is an OBS, if you notice, they could open this and then haul ass in to try and get this, but that's a really risky thing to do. Usually that's not preferred, and you can see the attackers are just kind of preferencing to go after castle and then work their way into bomb that direction. But, we'll have to see, because I think this is, on paper, the right thing to do. However, no, Mop is on marbles, but he's watching long, so he's watching long into castle, so not too interested in that. Drazi, again, I'm gonna mention, I've got to say it, just because of what keeps happening. If you take the auto shotty, you might get one kill, or you will die immediately. It's just, it happens. It is insane how often this happens. They're going to smoke it, which is good, except... No, it's good. It's a good smoke. It's a good smoke. James is going to see it, start spraying. Doesn't catch anyone. Door gets opened. Drowsy's going to be aware of it, but nothing happens. Jet preps up in the corner as well. Now, these guys... Oh, never mind. James just got annihilated. They were prepping. I was going to say, these guys need to be mindful of James, but James just gets annihilated. Mackie Moose with the NAC 11 is not going to be able to handle that recoil. Don Boss gets into pit. He's going to probably try and go for this little door here. We'll have to see. Chrome trigger, 3 people in. Mop doesn't do anything. Jet falls over. Drazi goes so big! Holy shit! That was probably the most efficient use of the combat shotgun I've ever seen. 3 people. Great trade. Great trade. He just brought this back for the defenders. Mop is still up. Don Boss has no idea, and he's going to slow peek the Mop, which is by far the worst thing in the world you could do here. Ah, there we go. And no, first shot didn't connect. So that means they're going to be able to push. Flashbang goes up. He does push. Does he see him? Tries to go for the no, the no scope. Doesn't get it. And with that, the defenders do fall. Don Boss is going to pick up the mop here on the defender side. I don't know how much ammunition was dropped, but obviously the defending team, or the attackers, were going to have a mop for this next round. Oh, they did drop the clacker outside. That's one thing that can really kind of help save / curse an attacker's round for the next map. If you all die and the clacker's outside, at the end of the day, at least the defenders don't have the clacker. If you do leave the clacker inside and then you got, attackers or defenders find it, you're basically playing hot potato with the defender who might have the clacker when, you try and push in the next map. It gets a bit sus. It gets hella sus. Anyways, moving on. We're going into Kill House, I believe. No, next map is Factory, because that was the first round. Remember, we saw the attackers take the first round before we joined in. So there they are. 3-1 current score. We have, of course, I don't really know what we're gonna call this, because this was Team 1 and Team 2, but they've already swapped, so it's whatever. The Unjust Ghost is gonna be our map here, and we're gonna have them Revenants talking about wall breach. Oh wait, can you? No, I'm being stupid. The wall is actually up here, but because haha, directions and all that. Anyways. Let's take a look. So, yeah, standard barb placement. Ooh, lot of barbs actually. A lot of barbed wire here for the defenders. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but ooh, do we see? Hang on. Hello. What is this? Different strats from different rats. So we're gonna have a 3-2. Yes, we are. 3-2 split push here on docks. So they're gonna open dock, push in, get the power, and then try and make the magic happen. And then while that's going on, they're gonna have a split push. Now, of course, that's not a bad idea at all. The problem is usually you have a guy with a mop and like a leg roast or something up here to basically lock down this area. So it is doable. Don't get me wrong; it's not a bad idea, but you'll need to make sure that you can clear silos quickly. If you can't clear silos quickly, you're gonna have a real bad time. So there's the Jet on the Igmar, and Drazi on the Igmar. Mickey Moose, or Mackie Moose, excuse me, with the shotgun. James with the leg roast. Marbles with the KR-A2U. And that is our defending team. On the attacking side, we have Shadow Brig with the AP-25, Ghetto with the AP-25 and a smoke, Don Boss with the mop and the clacker, and Revenant with the AP-25 and some flashes, and Chrome with the black tar, a grenade, and a flash. Marbles probably heard them, but you can see based off of their movement, they are sneaking up. They do have the wall charge here, and they're going to make the magic happen here. Jet's going to start prepping up. You can see James and Mackie Moose, they're expecting a toxic push, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You've got defenders stacked up already on the high ground, so they're going to have to get creative here. James, they rotate. They do rotate, so they are hearing them move around. Our attacking team's thinking about it. They're still kind of waiting just to see what happens here. But there's the open. Shadow Briggs. Okay, the wall gets open. Revenant gets in. Smoke is pretty good. They won't be able to have line of sight. Flashbang and grenade clears silos. Ghetto's in. Power has not gotten touched yet. But no, James gets Ghetto. The power hasn't been touched, and Don Boss falls over. And so does Chrome. So that mop is going to get should get re-picked up. Revenant last one alive, and that shotgun from Mackie Moose goes big. Do they know about the mop? Jet's going to drop down here. Checks his boy James. He's going to come over to Don Boss. And he should see the mop, I think, right? No, sees the shotgun. Oh, okay, he does have the mop already. So they do get the mop back on their on the defender's side, which is a pretty big deal, all things considered. Pretty big deal indeed. Switching back over to Kill House now. We've got ourselves... There we go. Sorry, just reading kind of general chat. All right, so we got ourselves massive union here. Got that giant friggin' breezeway, and last time we saw the attack here from the, I guess it was these guys actually. They pushed in through Brick House, used the wall charge, and then kind of had perfect line of sight onto lockers, which was just clean, so clean. But we'll have to see what they actually. Uh-oh. 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 Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Well, we'll see what actually happens here, but Mop is gonna get picked up. Saber is still just kind of hanging out. They might just want to save it for the next round. So we'll have to see. Oh no, this is the last map of the half. So either go big or go home. Thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about it. But ooh. Hit him. Ooh. Wait, shit. Amigos. Alright, so it's not going to be a 5 rush. We do have kind of a standard push with flashbangs galore. So nothing too wild. Okay, big difference here. Did he really? He really did just take a road flare. Anyways, Jet's going to be sitting inside the west end of our kill house here. Is that an open door? It is an open door. James is going to try and spawn peek. Briggs sees the barbed wire. He's aware of it. Ghetto's not going to push. They check it. James is very aware. Okay, James lets Shadow Briggs pass. He lets Ghetto pass. Okay, well, doesn't matter because Jet just murdered Briggs. And Don Boss is going to flash Jet off, or Smoke, excuse me, so he's not going to be able to see anything. Our attacking team is way off in the distance, trying to figure out how they're going to get in. Here comes Mackie Moose. Shotgun doesn't matter when you got the KR82U. Gun trades everywhere, and Don Boss fell over in the middle of that. James picks that guy up. Chrome trying to figure out how he's going to get in. The grenade does clear the lockers push, or the barbed wire, excuse me. Revenant, I think, found James, yeah, with that Saber. So Revenant, excuse me, is going to start working his way in. Jet gets cleaned by Ghetto from the re-sneak through the barbed wire. And now they've got Mop Saber trying to find 2. But the problem is this is a very close quarters environment. It is doable. Don't get me wrong, with the right line of sights, anything can happen. But it's going to be really difficult. They're going to group up here. They need to find Drazzy. And Ghetto's going to try and find him. Flash in to maybe make it happen. Molotov goes far. Igmar versus Saber. Igmar wins in this case. Ghetto's going to have to peek him now. 25 seconds. Ghetto doesn't have enough time. He quick scopes the man. He's got to reload. But there's only going to... Once you hit about 15 seconds, it's damn near impossible. Ghetto's going to make... Oh, where is your god? Marbles, pray to a god that does not exist. Holy shit. Is he gonna get it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Man just destroyed their lineage. Man just destroyed their entire lineage. He sent them back to the fucking Stone Age with that quick scope. Holy shit. I mean, that was like the right play. Like, there was no other move he really could have done that would have, like, improved the situation besides maybe peeking the other way. But, like, the guy just quick-scoped him into next month. What the fuck? Jesus, how do you beat that? How do you beat that? I mean, he did everything right. God, that's not even fair. All right, here we go. It's 4-2. God, like, he had the barbed wire. He waited until he was deep in the barbed wire, and then he pushed him when he was in the barbed wire. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. And then he just turned around and fucking clicked him. Oh, anyways, the Grease Leopard. Oh, what is this name? God, that imagery sounds horrible. 4-2 here. We've got the same teams, of course. This is C store or storefront, and looks like we're going to be seeing. Well, it looks like they're going to try and attack in from office. Of course, this is a bit difficult as there's no door entrances from over here. There is a pretty neat handicap section, which is ironically as far as it possibly can be from. Wait, where is the nearest door? The nearest door is actually over here, so you have to like walk all the way over here. You could park your like weird like futuristic space taxi over here, but then you gotta get like a breaching charge, and you know it's hard to bring a breaching charge and clacker to the store every day when you just want to buy some chips. You know what I mean? Actually, that's a good point. How like what kind of weird like store is this? You know what I mean? Like you got like some giant bathrooms, you got a whole freezer. Like what store does this place have? Like this isn't even a convenience store. This is like a arcade. It's like an arcade plus like a shopping convenience, so you can come in, get your snacks with Gran, and then you can send your little rat children off to go and play in the arcade while you just kind of look around. Maybe grab some cold boys for the boys back home. But then even that like let's talk about this, right? The only way that you can even restock your freezer is from the outside. So like if little rat kids take breaching charges and try and steal your nice icy beverages, you're kind of in trouble. You know what I mean? Like it's you gotta think about these things. Anyway, so nothing too surprising here in terms of weaponry. AP-25's combat shotgun. Revenant's thinking about his life choices. It's his last day on the force. He doesn't want to die, but of course he's got to do what he's got to do to keep his team safe. A couple wall bangs just to try and stop at whoever might be in here from pushing in. Smoke goes out. Is going to do a great job of completely blocking off Arcade. Our attacking team reaches in. Drazi says hi to Ghetto. Ghetto says XD Lamau. Guns the man down in the freezer. Maybe he shouldn't have been in the freezer for so long. Maybe slow down his reaction time. Kind of just wall banging the fridges just to make sure no one's inside. Of course, Mackie Moose is in. They wall bang him, but no, he still finds some damage. And Mackie finds Ghetto. So all things considered, getting flashed and still getting a kill pretty good. Jet with the combat with the shotgun. Revenant saying hi. I think the door is open. It'd be kind of difficult to see here, but Jet does rotate out to save his life. 4 attackers here, 3 left on the defense side. Wall bangs. James isn't going to take that much damage. Jet does kind of spray in there, and wow, they're just kind of rolling in here. Nothing too crazy. Great shotgun fire. I think it caught Revenant no, it didn't catch Revenant at all. Never mind. James is just sitting here. Only one more Molotov left here on the attacking side, or defending. Molotov goes way too far, sadly. Oh, that flash was clean. Is going to completely destroy Marbles. James, the only man left with like 10 HP left, does find Shadow Brig. So here we go. He's going to have to make some magic happen. They know where he is. Shotgun isn't going to find its placement just yet. 80, 90, 100. Oh, he did tag him. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but he did tag him with that wall bang. So it did go through and tag him. Oh, they do find him eventually. That's a shame. But, you know, good effort on James's side to not only stay alive, but still try and play in a disadvantageous position. Well done. So they do, attacking team does keep their grenade, which is a pretty big deal, as they'll obviously be able to use that for another time if they so choose and desire. And here we go on Kill Dome, sponsored by American Guns. Fun fact, I guess the number of bodies that spawn outside is different every time, because if you notice, there's only like 1 or 2 like over here, but then like sometimes you'll see like 4 or 5 of them, so it's kind of weird. Anyways, Sinful Force here. Hi guys, Sinful Force here. Today on our Minecraft Let's Play, we're going to be mining for diamonds. Top of the board into you laddies. Anyways, Observation got this giant friggin' thing of glass in the way, so attackers obviously are gonna have a difficult time. They know where the attackers or defenders are gonna be, but you know, it's there's only so much that you can wall breach. There's a chair, but there's no desk. What is a man to observe? You can just look into the lava and just think about your choices, you know what I mean? Anyways, attacking team thinking about maybe just trying to get some crazy calls and maybe just spot. Might be a push in through jungle. get the power's in here, and then NVG's into Castle. Now, of course, that's a bit of a double-edged sword because Castle has clear line of sight here. I mean, look at how open this place is. It would be really difficult to safely traverse this giant. I mean, it is literally like one side is a castle, and you got this giant moat. So we'll have to see what they choose to do with that. Grenade. Maybe it's going to be a jungle conga line through observation, so it's going to be this like super long twisted route. I don't know. Obviously, there's no way for them to push into Castle. Marbles on the Mop is a great choice. Marbles is an absolute clicking monster when it comes to the Mop. A lot of ranged weapons and a lot of the defensive players actually going to be sitting here in Castle. Only James is going to be sitting the lone man on the outpost with the power. So he's going to be really relying on his team to make sure that no one from the attacking team is able to get in here. Now, of course, our attackers are making their way potentially into OBS, which is actually probably, like, all things considered, a pretty clean bet. Because obviously defenders aren't going to be sitting here. If there's anyone sitting here, you can clear them out. And then they'll be able to spot James on the power. Actually, double 3-2 split here. So OBS is going to get open. James is going to notify. He switches the power off. So I think the NVG, I think our defenders have NVGs. Molotov goes out. James doesn't get any damage. Defender is going to be working their way through here. Do we have NVGs on? No, they just chose to. Holy crap, these lunatics, they just turned the power off just for the giggles of it. They don't have NVGs. So James is going to be able to rotate. Jet kind of blind fires, almost murders James here. James in a really good spot, though. They don't know where he is, and Jet's going to kind of... Oh my god, this could be big brain James! Holy crap, that's so spicy! Holy crap! He turned off the power and then snuck... Oh my god, that was so smooth. It's a shame he's going to get murdered by that frickin' flashbang. Here comes Jet for round 2. Ghetto doesn't realize. Ghetto realizes... Hello, Jet. Jet gets another one. And just like that, our defending team goes absolutely hog wild. James with the 3-piece here. I think it was Revenant, or Jet got the guy up here on the bridge. But that was so clean. I mean, that drop down into rotate. They had no idea he was sitting here. And with Jet causing a distraction, they had no interest in trying to kind of keep tabs on that. So, damn, that was clean. Anyways, Keenel. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the Mumbo crew. Yeah, no, that was clean. That stuff was good. Anyways, off we go to factory. Just a real quick, just a kind of shameless plug for everyone that is here in the stream. Of course, if you guys do like what you're seeing, you can check out the YouTube channel where I have all the Due Process casts that I've been casting for in the Due Process Rivals League, excuse me. And then, of course, if you are interested in seeing some seriously legitimate Due Process, competitive matches where you can see real gamers play real video games, check out. I think it's Friday nights is the Due Process League, and then Saturday from 1 p.m. to like 6 basically is the Rivals teams. And that's where you can see a lot of the locals, And it's actually really cool to see the different play styles between the two. So if you get the time, definitely recommend it. But with that, we are moving on to Mighty Terror here on Factory. Again, Factory notorious for having a lot of very open spaces, unless they decide to throw in like generators, which just takes up like this giant section. Not the end of the world if you're not able to play it. Usually you'll see a lot of players or a lot of teams kind of stack people up on high-rise areas for obvious things. Rad's here. Hi, Rad. Rad Sun Guy. Hi, Rad. Being able to... What was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted by... I think someone above me just died. I just heard like a boom, and I was like, oh shit, okay. Well, anyways, so yes, Mighty Terror, we got Factory here. Opportunities, you got yourself a dog push, but of course there's a huge line of sight risk. Silos, line of sight. Office, line of sight. But again, you could also see someone pushing in through Office. Again, usually having the high ground on Factory is kind of the name of the game. A lot of players and just gamers in general kind of prefer that. You can also see a bit of a 3-2 split, so you'll have people push Office, and then you'll have people push Server Farm. Now, Drazzy on the combat shot, or the auto shot, is going to be big poggers if they are able to get that to happen. Revenant with the Saber. Gonna Well, hello. He's got the wall charge. What the hell are you doing with that? They're potentially going to be pushing Docs with that. So they're going to open the door and then bait Drazzy to maybe peek it. Whew. Okay, there's James with the Igmar. Igmar versus AP25, and AP25 wins, which is such a freaking meme. But guess what, son? That auto shot, he just went huge on the health bars. Sadly, it does die. Grenade goes out. A bit of a waste if they knew that they were going to get it. Revenant now running all the way around town, as he's got some health, but who was our doctor boy? Ooh, grenade! What the heck? Someone whiffed a grenade. Yeah, Ghetto murdered Dawn Boss with the grenade. Flashbangs go out. They are able to get in. Marbles is going to have to back off because of the stun. Oh, Chrome finds Jet with the Black Tar. And Revenant now in this really weird spot where does he really want to push into Docs when his entire team is now here in Server Farm? Marbles is back in office, so he's going to have a great line of sight. Whiffs the first shot, so it's going to force him to back off. Full HP here on the defender side. Mackie Moose does get the molly off, but he's going to have to back off here. And the Marbles falls over from the AP25. Igmar finds Chrome as he's trying to run across again this giant open area. An absolute killing boogaloo here. But the Saber does finally find its target here on Mackie Moose. And our attacking team, gets on the board here. 5-4 is going to be the score. Don't know if they have to know about the mop. So the question is, do they know where the mop fell? We might see... Oh, no, it's going to be the side switch, so it doesn't matter. Side switch. Always switches every 3 rounds, and I always forget about that. But, yeah, this was a very weird engagement here for the attacking team. Drazzy did, as much as he didn't get a lot of kills, he did a great job at just buying time for the defensive team, not only to just kind of stack up and support him, but also just giving the attackers a lot of chip damage. They just took so much damage, and then they packed. I mean, look at we got Plague Doctor and Revenant. Most of that damage was from the combat shotgun. Excuse me, the auto shotgun. And I mean, that stuff clean, baby. That stuff's clean. Anyways, backed up to Greased Leopard here, or Leopard, C-Store. We got Revenant just talking all about the tellers and the importance of this. Of course, we did see, I think it was on this map, right? Yeah, it was on this map. No, it wasn't on this map. It was a different map where we had like a Daxi just sitting here ready to just get bread and kill people. But we'll have to be mindful. Anyways. Oh, there's the conga line. The conga line queue has been called. It is going to be a storefront conga line, which isn't bad at all. Not too shabby. But we'll have to see what our attacking team is going to do. Actually, let's take a look here. What are we going to get from our... Oh, they haven't spawned in yet. XD. Alrighty. Let's take a look. Combat shotgun, nothing too wild. AP25. I think we saw a Black Tar. Nope, just AP25s and maybe a Black Tar or combat shotgun or two. Nothing too surprising, honestly. That's kind of what you would expect from them. And on the defender side, well, they're kind of just figuring out their life choices right now. A lot of, I mean, you kind of expect close-range weapons. It is C-Store, you know. Nothing too wild and surprising here. Honestly, I just kind of like to listen to the gun noises. Ah, it's so good. Alrighty, so let's see where our defensive players... Usually you'll see a little bit of barbed wire. You won't see a whole lot, but, you know, I mean, on C-Store, it's kind of it's more of just trying to kind of stop the defenders and then being able to reposition and then just kind of hold out, usually on, like, this kind of... Actually, you could probably safely secure about here on the defensive side. So just, if you can do that, that's great. If you can hold them from there. Oh, here comes the conga line, though. Jet... No, we have 4 people. No, okay, so all 5... do decide to push storefront. Jet opens up the door for tellers, and James is going to make his way in. Holy crap. Mackie Moose just hauls ass in there. James kind of walls bangs, but gets a little bit on his way out, as Ghetto does give him a little bit of a on the cheeks there with the combat shotgun. Grenade goes out, opens that up, and we do have a bit of a rotate from Mackie Moose. Chrome is... Someone's just like... Oh, no, what? Oh my god, he's on the roof! Okay, does finally get Jet. Look at this man. Oh my god. destruction. Absolute destruction. So Chrome was trying to be cheeky, but fun fact, besides the fact that that body still has its eyes moving, if you'll see, like sometimes you'll see with wall breaches, you'll see players die. They're not actually dying from an explosion. They're actually dying from the shrapnel or the breach charge and the bits going out and hitting you. That's why, like, if you're standing over here, you can still technically die from the wall charge over here if a piece hits you. What just happened, Chrome was on top of the door. Excuse me. Chrome was on top of the door, and when the attacker kicked the door, the door acted as a debris piece and killed him. I think that's what just happened. Either way, destruction of the highest order. That was just amazing. That was honestly amazing. Alrighty. Let me see. General. I don't know if refs can help people do better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stinky. Uh-oh. Poopy. Okay, anyways. Sinful Force here. Sorry. Sinful Force here. Gonna be one of the last two maps here. Now, we are on match point. Our attacking team is on match point. They win this map. Look at the DPI on that thing. I need someone to put like cyberpunk music on that and just like gaming barbed wire. Gaming barbed wire. It's just a bunch of like Christmas lights taped around the the barbed wire. It's just RGB lights. Critter 655. What? What? What is what? Anyways. Attacking team, going to be match point here on Civil Force. Looks like we're going to be having a pit conga line, which is quite interesting because as we saw with the defender, or these guys on the attacking side, no, it was actually, yeah, it was these guys on the defensive side. We had Jet sitting here on power, but then he jumped over and then sat in this little cubby and then waited for the attackers to come in and made a clean rotate. But it looks like Ghetto's going to be doing the same thing. Our defensive team... We got Revenant on the mop, but he's sitting way, way back. Okay, no, so we do have... Okay, so we got a bit of a difference here. We've got the mop watching long. Chrome's spinning to win. XD Lamau. Conga line says that it's going to be a pit push. Does anyone on the defensive side realize this, though? Door goes open. Smoke, goes out. Attackers push in. Door's going to get opened here, which is going to trigger Chrome. There we go. Molotov goes, flash hits. Attackers are just getting kind of sprayed down here. James saying hi to Briggs, gets him. Auto shotty goes out, gets 2 for his trouble, 3 for his trouble. Chrome goes as big as he can, and now it's all on Revenant. Chrome went huge. So many people died, but it also, there's a lot more damage to be explained here. Revenant, oh, that's a bit awkward. Yeah, about as good as it was going to get. But Chrome caused as much chaos as he possibly could. Mackie actually fell into the fire and then murdered Drazzy on his way out. So it was about as good as he could have gotten in terms of chaos. But that is going to be the end score. 7-4 here for your attackers. Congratulations to the police boys for taking the series.